is up, you guys? It's me, Lexi, and welcome back to my channel. We're just gonna get straight into it, okay? We're gonna talk about how to get your social media crush to notice you and slide in your DMs. To my she's, gays, and theys out there, listen, you guys are not gonna be chasing men in 2024, okay? Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
They are supposed to be chasing you guys. I used to pull this shit all the time, so I know it works, okay? This is gonna be low-key messy, but guess what? You gotta know how to play the game, or you're gonna end up being the game that gets played. Quick disclaimer before I get into everything. Do not pull this shit if your crush is in a relationship. Okay, karma is real. I do not condone home wrecking. Like, if you do this and you know your crush is in a relationship, sis, you better know how to fight. Now, for this video, I'm gonna be talking about Instagram, so you do need an Instagram account. If you don't have an Instagram, I don't really know what to tell you. So for this to work, your Instagram has to be on public. If your Instagram is on private, babes, it's not gonna work. And this works best if his account is also public. If his account is private, it's still doable, okay? Don't click off. It's still doable. It's just gonna be a little bit harder. Also, for this to work, you have to believe in yourself, okay? You have to believe you're that girl or that person, and you can have anybody in the world that you want. If you have like low self-esteem or like poor confidence, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry, it's not gonna work. You are that girl or that person. You can have whoever you want, so fucking believe in yourself. First thing you're gonna wanna do is do your research. Figure out what he likes, what he doesn't like, who he's friends with, what his hobbies are, etc, etc. Lurk on his friends' pages, find his Facebook, his mom's LinkedIn, his brother's old MySpace from 2005, whatever the fuck you can find. You need to get a good understanding of this guy in order to know how to pique his interest or to see if you guys would even be a good match. Also, while doing this, you can figure out if the guy is even worth it or if he gives you the ick or like possesses one of your deal breakers. Like, let's say one of your deal breakers is a guy who smokes cigarettes, and then you go on his friend's page and see a picture of him smoking a cigarette. I cannot begin to tell you guys the number of times I've seen guys who I thought were cute and wanted to pursue me, but then I did my research and found something about them that gave me the ick. Whether they had a baby or like had gotten arrested on serious charges or like still mess with their ex. And I don't know about y'all, but one thing about me is like, you could be the hottest fucking guy in the world, you could look like fucking Lenny Kravitz, but the minute you give me the ick, it's a wrap. We're done. I'm no longer interested. That's why I always say, do your research, find out as much about this man as you can. Second thing you're gonna do, follow 2 or 3 of his friends, but don't follow him. And if you're feeling bold, like one of their pictures, but don't get crazy, because the last thing you want is letting his friend get the wrong idea. And I cannot stress this enough. Do not follow him. Follow his friends, but don't follow him. If you guys already follow each other, skip this step, fine. But if you follow him first, it's not gonna work. And if you currently follow him, but he doesn't follow you back, unfollow him. Yes, I know, unfollow him, and then rewatch this video and do what I'm telling you to do next month. But the reason why I'm telling you to follow his friends is because if his friends follow you back, which 9 times out of 10 they will, because you're cute and they're horny guys, when he goes to your page, it'll say followed by and have his friends. He's more likely to follow you if you guys have mutuals. Think about it. How many times have you followed someone that you didn't know on Instagram because you guys had mutuals? Exactly. Also, depending on the type of guy you're trying to pull, he may go to your page and be like, well, okay, who is this girl? Because she follows 2 of my friends, she's cute, but she doesn't follow me. And now he's gonna be curious about you. Also, quick disclaimer, do not follow his whole fucking friend group, girl, okay? You're gonna look thirsty as hell. Follow like 2 or 3 of his friends. Don't follow the whole friend group. And if you're feeling intimidated by actually going and following his friends, you can either go and follow 2 of his mutuals, like, you know, 2 random people that he happens to follow back, or you can follow 2 of his girlfriends. But one thing I do notice a lot is that girls don't be following back like that. So that's why I say follow 2 of his guy friends. The goal is to get mutuals with him. So once again, you're still not following him at this point, okay? The third thing you're gonna wanna do is wait a few days, a week tops, and then start watching his story, but watch only the first one and click off. Don't like the story, don't comment, just watch the first one, click off. If he's private, obviously you're gonna skip this step. But if he's public, it's gonna take him a minute to catch on to what you're doing, but he should catch on after like a week or two. This is obviously assuming that he is someone who posts like every few days or like every single day. But the point of this step is to play little mind games on him and also to get him to go over to your page and check your page out. How many times has an account you didn't recognize watched your story and then you were like, who is this? And then went over to their page? Right? But eventually he'll catch on, be like, who is this? And then go over to your page and start looking at your content, which leads me to step 4. Step 4 is to play into what you have in common, and this is the most important step. Let's say he plays guitar and you play guitar. You better be posting videos of you playing guitar and looking fucking hot. Or let's say he likes Italian food and you like to cook. You better start posting pictures of the Italian food you make with the caption, look what I made, guys, or you know I be chefing it up, or whatever little fucking caption, you get it. Or let's say he likes golden retrievers and your grandma has a golden retriever. Start posting pictures of that dog. Having things in common with him is what's gonna make him slide in the DMs and start a conversation. Also, just to put this out there, it is crucial to make sure that you have some of these things on your page already, so that way you don't seem like you're putting on an act. And make sure you're being genuine and you're not lying about something you know nothing about or you don't like just to get his attention. Like, don't be over here posing in a Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt because you know that's his favorite band, meanwhile you don't listen to them. Like, that's gonna make you look dumb. Because what are you gonna do if he messages you and is like, oh my god, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are my favorite band, I love them, do you like them? You're gonna look stupid if you're like, no, I just got the shirt. Like, be genuine. And the 5th and final thing you're gonna want to do is stay in your feminine energy. Make sure you look cute every time you make a post or make a story. It's not the time to be posing in a messy bun or like an oversized hoodie. You want to look cute. Even if it's not a current photo like what you currently look like, let's say you took a picture last week and like you're wearing really nice clothes and like your hair's done up all nice and like you got some makeup on, post that. That's great. But at the same time, don't be doing too much, okay? Don't be out here in a damn thong or like have your ass out because it's gonna seem like you're trying too hard. So there needs to be a balance. Also, let's say he's not doing any of the things he's supposed to do. So like he hasn't noticed you, isn't following you, isn't watching your stories. It depends on how many followers he has. So if you're trying to pull like a rapper or like an influencer, it could take you a minute. So either be patient or let him go, but don't try to force it. Do not go on a last ditch effort and go start liking all his stories, liking all his posts because you want him to notice you. No, because at that point, you're chasing him. He's not chasing you. It's gonna make you look thirsty and desperate, and guys don't want a girl who is thirsty and desperate for them. Guys like a challenge. They want to be able to work for something. But if you're just, giving yourself to him and just throwing yourself at him, he's not gonna want it because he's gonna feel like he didn't have to work for anything. So make sure you stay in your feminine energy. Now, if he does end up messaging, wait like an hour or two. Okay, do not respond immediately. Girl, remember, he has to work for your attention. He has to earn you. You're just simply doing this to get his attention, but he still has to work for it and he still has to earn you. As soon as he messages you, don't be like, oh my god, hi, like I've been wanting you for like a minute and blah, 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 blah. Don't do all that. So that is the end of the video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at YourGamut and on Twitter at LoserLikeLex. Let me know in the comments below if this worked for you or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I haven't done this in a minute, but if you play your cards right, it should work. Also, be sure to subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't care. Give this video a like if you want.
Hey guys, so I ended up rushing through the outro a little bit because I had a low battery, but I forgot to do the song of the week. So the song of the week for this week is Down in the DM by Yo Gotti featuring Nicki Minaj, because obviously you want it to go down in the DM. I will link that song down below.
And I will see you guys next week. Bye.